Hey, everybody, we're back at Dinger's house for the special Christmas edition because you're probably not going to see Dinger again before Christmas. Now, I was just talking, we got rudely interrupted by we're live here, so we have some background things going on here. Somebody's talking about taking in the can. I don't know what's going on, but I had to stop it and start over again, the first time in Angry Mac history. So I was just saying that one of the squirrels was on the internet today. Yes! And I get up and he's on YouTube, whatever he's on, and he says, "Listen, Dad, what does it mean to be Jack?" You know. So I go, "What does it mean to be Jack?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "I just read a story about two Nigerians who were Jack." Do you know what he's talking about?
I have no idea what that is.
Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett.
Really?
Jussie Smollett got beat up by these two Jack Nigerians, which is great because apparently Jussie is trying to follow the awards and gave two roles, traditional white roles, to these two black guys.
That's a shame.
Now, you're a white guy, right?
Naturally.
Everybody here, how many white guys we have here?
Here.
We got a couple of white guys. Now, guys, the thing with Jussie Smollett is so unbelievable. The white guy's on TV. So the Jussie Smollett thing is a little unbelievable because he wants us to believe that there were white guys out at 2 o'clock in the morning in 4 degrees carrying a noose. Have you ever carried a noose?
Not so much.
Have you ever made a noose?
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. There's been no nooses. But yet, we're supposed to believe Jussie has been scammed by these Nigerians. However, I think it's the only time in American history that an American is trying to scam two Nigerians.
That's a shame.
It is a shame because you usually get the ambassador from Nigeria looking for $1 million. You ever pay that guy?
Well, that guy...
You ever pay that guy?
No, that guy just gave him my social security number. I don't know what the fuck ever happened since then.
That is very true.
Yeah, I gave him that like 2 or 3 times.
The Nigerians...
I hope it works out.
The Nigerians and Smollett did not take us away from COVID, though. COVID continues to go, and apparently you're going to need a 4th booster to combat the new version.
That's ridiculous.
The new version.
It's really ridiculous.
I have to tell you, my mother-in-law, I know I've said that before, but my mother-in-law is gay. A lovely woman, she's gay, but she's got COVID. I hope she's doing well. So COVID does not discriminate. And what I can tell you about my mother-in-law, insanity and craziness does not fight it off. My mother-in-law is batshit. Just a fact.
That's a shame.
Well, that's just the way it is. Wonderful person, but out of her mind. Has COVID, mild symptoms, so the virus doesn't discriminate. It really is crazy with the virus because we're just going to keep needing boosters forever. So Fauci has come out with the WHO organization and said perhaps that for our Christmas celebrations, we should be testing people before they come in the house. Is that going to happen here?
Yes, definitely. You need to be tested if you have any fun in your fucking bones, then you're allowed in.
COVID's killing everybody, man. Now, people are getting offended by Christmas. I read a story the other day that somebody was offended because one of the new Christmas movies made no reference to COVID. What are your feelings on that?
Leave it out of the fucking equation.
Yeah, it's
done.
We don't need COVID movies at all.
No.
But then the other one people are getting offended by, they get offended by Christmas lights. Now, I didn't understand this one at all. Why would you get offended by Christmas lights? What about Christmas lights would offend anyone? What would offend?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
How the fuck would I know?
You look at his house, there's tons of lights. So you get these people
my house
offended.
is lit up like a fucking the proverbial Christmas tree.
It really is.
So
this
how would
guy,
I think it's offensive? I don't know. Maybe
this
it
guy
is.
in
It
the
could be.
community gets an anonymous letter saying that his lights are offensive and he should take into account people of different faiths who celebrate different holidays and how it affects them. So what do you think this guy did?
I'm asking you. I don't know.
He doubled down.
What did he do?
Doubled down and hired a company and paid 5 G's to decorate his house like crazy.
Dude, I would pay $1,500.
I like that guy. I want to know where it is.
I like him too.
Dude, they
but
do it around here for $1,500.
I would love to do that, but it's too much fucking money, man.
So,
no way.
But the best part.
The houses look great, though. I've seen them.
The best part is at the end. Yeah. The best part is the very end of the letter. It said, "We are a very accepting community and welcome all." except your Christmas lights. Keep your Christmas lights out of it.
Really?
Then we got Whispering Joe this week. Whispering Joe just keeps whispering. God only knows what he's talking about. I don't even know what he's talking about. But can he get through a speech reading a teleprompter by stop reading when he gets finished? End of message. So somebody's writing it for him. He's reading it for him. He gets to end. Blah, 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 blah. End of message. So between his incoherence, dementia, and sundowning, he can't even stop the teleprompter when he's supposed to be stopping.
Well, I heard about that. I didn't see it, but I heard it was
End the message.
upsetting.
Well, his message when he was speaking about voter IDs again and how racist they are. You need you need an ID to drive a car, to buy alcohol. I still don't know how a voter ID is racist. Do you know?
I think it's not.
I don't think it's racist
Right.
whatsoever. But Joe also said he's going to stop the corruption here at home. But my guess, he's going to leave his home out of it because Hunter is way corrupt.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hunter is way corrupt. I know.
I don't even want to know what he's into.
Well, he's selling his paintings for like $500,000. That's not corrupt, though.
I would not buy one only because I don't have that much money.
No, it's a lot of money. Now, here in New York,
I mean, I would like it on my wall, but I can't afford it. All right, so that's good.
you know what's going on in New York now? As of Monday, there's going to be a new mask mandate. So if you go indoors, you have to wear a mask.
Like, why didn't they start it yesterday when they made the
That's a good point.
All right,
It
I'm
is-
gonna bring my werewolf mask.
Right. It is so important
Definitely.
that we're going to start it on Monday.
That's ridiculous.
Doesn't make any sense to me. But here it is. You go to New York and bring back tourism in New York. What they want to do is they're setting up a government-run place where drug addicts can go and they can do heroin, snort cocaine, take whatever drugs they want on the government's dime, but you need a vaccine to get in and have a meal. All to keep you safe. What do you think?
I think
It's-
Long Island is going to disregard it.
It's horse hockey.
It is
Right.
a horse
It's
hockey.
horse hockey.
It really is. And it's funny thing about these drug addicts, they're sitting in this center and they're shooting up heroin, they're doing cocaine, they're drinking alcohol, doing whatever they have to do, but they're not taking the virus because they won't put that poison in their body.
Fuck yeah, man.
Poison in their body,
Yeah, fuck
the
that.
virus. It is
You know
absolutely
what?
insane.
I would like to just say hello to my friend Steve. over
Steve
there.
is here tonight.
Steve
is here
right
tonight.
over there.
So there's a high school out in Los Angeles who had a bomb threat. So if the high school has a bomb threat, who do you call?
Call the bomb squad,
Well,
right?
not Ghostbusters. You call a bomb squad.
Call
So
a bomb squad.
the police shows up. So the police show up and they go to the high school and they're knocking on the door to security to get in, and they didn't get in. Do you know why?
Yes, I do know why.
Let's hear it.
Because they were asked if they were vaccinated or not, and the unvaccinated guys were told to not respond.
Think about the lunacy that there is a valid bomb threat on campus, and the bomb squad was sent home because they were unvaccinated. So let me get this straight. We'd rather have a high school full of children blown up, or maybe catch a virus that 99% of us will survive. Does that make any sense to you?
Not even a little bit.
Believe the science, because 79% of the people now who are positive for the virus have all been vaccinated. So let's believe the science and wear 100 masks. It really is crazy. You know, and these criminals, they keep getting arrested and arrested and arrested. But I got an idea how to stop crime.
How's that?
Keep the criminals in jail. Let's stop letting them out.
Oh my God, you know what? That's fucking amazing.
Keep
dude.
the criminals in jail.
I would never expect that.
There's a guy, I think where it is, I think it's in Wisconsin, and the cop's on trial because she shot the guy mistakenly, think it's the taser. And she should be held accountable. I'm not even saying she should. There was a mistake, she should be held accountable. Don't shoot people.
Don't shoot
But
people.
the guy she shot, they're playing as a saint. This is a guy who had a sexual abuse. This is a guy who shot somebody and robbed somebody. But this is also a guy who robbed somebody at gunpoint at a gas station, shot him in the head, and left the dude permanently brain damaged. How was he out? The great idea is keep him in jail and maybe the guy would have been alive. I'm just saying, let's keep criminals in jail, maybe to save a life or 2, or 3, or 4, and stop people from getting brain damage. But that's just called common sense. Sorry that we don't have it anymore. It makes me crazy. I'm sorry I get a little worked up here. Oh, now speaking of,
It's okay, Mike. We got you, buddy.
we were just speaking about cocaine a little while ago. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the UK, the guy who runs the country, Boris, whatever his Boris Johnson, I don't even know his name. They found cocaine in his bathroom, and a twister board. So this guy's taking coke and playing twister, and my response is there any other way?
Like, and
Is there any other way?
who cares?
Twister, cocaine, they seem to go hand
Who
in hand.
doesn't do that? I
Right,
mean,
I'm just
come
saying that's
on.
normal. What are you just gonna if anybody's taken cocaine before, you're not just going to sleep. Twister's probably a great way to get that energy out. Just saying. I got a lot of head bobs here. Oh my God. Let me see what we got here. Oh, the drug addicts and the vaccine. Now here's one. I was at the local stationery store 2 days ago, and this is a true story. 2 days ago, it was my mother's birthday. The party was today. My brother's in from Colombia. That's a whole nother story. Nobody's got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for
Nobody's
that.
got time for that. So I was at the stationery
time for
store,
that.
and I walked in just to get a card for my mother. So I don't have a mask on. I go in, there's a woman with a mask, and she says to me, she goes, "Excuse me, you're not wearing a mask." And I said, "No, I'm not." She goes, "Well, she was very passionate and sane about the mask." But she asked me, and I was actually very calm about it. You're going to get sick. You're going to get everybody sick. I said, "Listen, I'm vaccinated. You're wearing a mask. I'm fine. I'm getting my card. I'm getting out of here. There's no reason for you to be this close." Blah, blah, blah. So she's going on and on. I said, "Listen, sister, are you wearing a diaper?" She goes, "What do you mean am I wearing a diaper?" She got really nasty. I said, "Are you wearing a diaper?" She goes, "No, I'm not." I said, "Then how am I not going to shit on myself if you're not wearing a diaper?" She didn't seem to get that logic. She's wearing a mask is not going to stop me from getting sick. The same way as if she's wearing a diaper, I'm not going to go in my pants. I just calmly walked out. But she yelled at me the whole time. I felt like I was in there with my wife. Just saying.
And it's probably taken her till now to figure out what you actually meant.
Oh,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Absolutely. You know what I figured out the other day? I was watching Jen Psaki. You know who Psaki is?
Yeah.
She's the White House press secretary.
Yep.
She does a magical thing. She circles her way around and everything gets to Trump. So the left has a great trick. They're magicians because they can make Trump appear in any conversation. The guy has been president a long time, but yet he's still responsible for every ill in the world. He's still. Now, this week's advice is a little weird. So I get this advice. Dear Angry Mac, my husband saw 2 kids at the door last week, and he said, "Honey, can you get the daughter of 2 black kids there and see what they want? Is he a racist? I'm very concerned." I think this is situational. What does your neighborhood look like? Do I think he's a racist? No! Everything isn't racism. The kids were black! What do you think?
Agreed.
Yeah, that's it. It's not really a big deal. Black kids, it's just a description. They could have been anybody. However, I understand the counter argument. Would he have said 2 white kids? Probably not, because he was in a white neighborhood. So if you have something that's odd in your neighborhood at your front door, maybe you're going to point it out. And let's face it, I happen to live in a white neighborhood, just the way it is. When I have the children of color come into my house, they're usually trying to sell me something. It's not a big deal. Don't care. And you know what? I usually buy the Reese's Pieces, or the peanut butter cups, or the Hershey bars.
All the magazines, description.
Or the magazines, because I support what they're doing. But my wife could say it doesn't mean you're racist. Everything isn't racist. Sometimes it's just a few words. Now here's an interesting one. Here's an interesting one. I think everybody in this room's been there, except maybe Steve. So, my ex recently got remarried, and that's why I say everybody in this room because of Steve. Steve's the only one who hasn't been married. So, my ex recently got married, and I'm very concerned because I don't like him being happy, and I wish harmful things on him and his new wife all the time. Is this normal? No! It's not normal! Get help! Have a drink! Every week I say it. Find somebody you love, and you can't live your life with hate and disruption and divisiveness. Find the people you love, grab them, give them a hug, give them a kiss, and tell them you love them. Life is too short for taking for granted. Now this week I usually finish with a cheers. Hey, everybody in the room, grab your shot. There you go, grab your shot. We got one over there for you.
Got it.
Cheers, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Hey, there's the other one.
I just throw my guts up in the bathroom earlier.